Masculinity and Femininity. Masculinity is usually based upon a man's assertiveness, independence, self-reliance, leadership, and emotional stability. Everyone sees a man as someone who shows toughness, confidence, and self-reliant behaviors. Men are seen as someone who is also supposed to be aggressive and daring. Femininity is usually seen as a woman who is compliant, dependent, emotional, empathetic, and nurturing. Women are looked at as being dependent upon men to take care of them and being the nurturers and caregivers of the children. They are also looked at as becoming emotional and very easily. Differences. Men are supposedly looked at as the one who provides for the family and works hard to make sure that the woman and children have food on the table and clothes on their backs. Meanwhile, the woman is looked at as the one who takes care of the household chores and makes sure that the children are looked after. Men have supposedly been given greater power than women. In the workplace, men are usually more often the boss of the business before women. Men usually get paid more than women in most lines of work. Women were often tracked in the nurturing lines of work like teaching, healthcare, and social services. You often find more women working as teachers and in places like hospitals, nursing homes, banks, and secretaries in many different lines of work. Women were usually supervised by men with assertive leadership skills and higher incomes. So as you can see, families that have both the man and woman working are pretty well off. As for a family that consists of a single mother and children, they usually don't have near the income that they would if there is a man in the house. Society usually wants men to act like men and women to act like women. However, men can also become emotional and nurturing. Women can also be tough and independent. Back in the day, men went to work all day and the women would stay at home cleaning, cooking, and taking care of the children. Nowadays, both men and women are working and taking care of things at home. There are even stay-at-home dads in this day and time. Men were often seen as the only ones who were tough. Now women are more involved in sports and more active than they used to be. So now it's not just the men who are showing their toughness, but the women are also displaying their toughness. In this day and time, more women and men are showing signs of independence, toughness, confidence, and emotional stability. There's no longer much of the old school ways where men are superior to women. Now both men and women show equality when it comes to everyday life. As far as differences go, men and women still have many differences, but when it comes to similarities, both men and women are starting to become more equal every day. As far as toughness and manly things, men are still fairly superior. When it comes to nurturing and emotional stability, women are more prone to handle those sorts of things. All in all, both men and women are independent and can handle their own things in their own way.